We see Lava Plume. The Urshifu team have eliminated the favorites for this tournament. Welcome back to MetroMania. My name is Ace Trainer Liam, and welcome to our lovely, lovely tournament. In the last episode, the heat ended with Urshifu conquering Zacian and Zamazenta in a victory I didn't see coming, you didn't see coming, nobody saw coming, and here we are with Urshifu moving on to the quarterfinals. But now, it's time to go right back to the beginning because it's quarterfinal 1 as Regieleki Regidrago take on Solgaleo and Lunala. I bumped my desk with my elbow, did you hear that? Here we go, the battle will begin. Now, Regieleki and Regidrago have a very uphill battle here. Solgaleo and Lunala's stats are nothing to scoff at, and Solgaleo and Lunala between them have their immunities going on. And of course, Solgaleo has so many resistances. We see Recover on the first turn for Regieleki. Not a good start, of course. Not going to restore any HP whilst you're at full HP there. We see Round from Lunala, which is going to deal probably significant damage. There it is to a Regieleki. Critical hit as well, dropping Regieleki down to less than half its max HP on the first turn. Here comes Solgaleo with Mist, going to prevent its stats and Lunala's stats from being dropped. I was going to say its stats can't be dropped anyway because it has the full metal body ability. And now we see the Regidrago going to take its first move of this battle. Goes for payback, and it's moving second, which is going to do a great chunk of damage there to Solgaleo. Obviously double powered because it moved after its opponent. But good lord, I'm really worried about Regieleki and Regidrago because they are very fragile Pokemon. Even though Regidrago does have really, really high HP, base 200 HP, it's still got fragile defenses. We see Leech Seed from Regieleki onto Solgaleo, going to slowly sap away at Solgaleo's health. That's not a bad shout right there, as long as Regieleki can survive. We see a Swords Dance from Solgaleo, increasing its already impressive attack stat. Its attack is base 137, and now it's gone up by 2 stages. Over to Lunala to see what Lunala can do here. It's going to go for Charge Beam, which will be not very effective on either of these Pokemon, but does have a chance to increase Lunala's special attack, if I am correct. Oh, there we go. Yes, it has increased the special attack. So well remembered, Liam, even if it wasn't very effective. Still benefits Lunala greatly there. We see Psychic from Regidrago, which is going to be resisted by both these Pokemon. But it does a little bit of damage there to Lunala as you do a little cheeky like on the video and hit the subscribe button as well. I'd super appreciate that. And there we see the Leech Seed taking effect on Solgaleo, giving a little bit of HP back to Regieleki right there. And just so far, do you know what? So far, Solgaleo and Lunala haven't been as dominant. I thought this was going to be like the shortest MetroMania in history. But Regieleki and Regidrago are getting very lucky at the moment. That quick attack doesn't affect Lunala because Lunala is immune to normal type moves. But Lunala fires back with a knockoff, which is going to do extra damage because of the Leper Berries these Pokemon hold, knocking off Regidrago's Leper Berry, doing a big chunk of damage there. And now it's over to the +2 attack Solgaleo, who's going to go for Water Pulse, which is a special attack. Not going to be resisted, though, by Regieleki, so still going to do a good chunk of damage, putting Regieleki in the danger zone. Now it's over to Regidrago, who's going to fire off a Lunge, which is a Bug-type move, onto Lunala there for just a little bit of damage there. Didn't get the attack drop, though, because the Mist is still in effect, so Lunge will not be able to lower the attack. Basically, nothing will be able to lower Lunala's attack right now, because Mist is in effect. Have you got that so far? Have you understood that Mist's in effect? Because I think I understand. And now we see Regieleki starting things off after that Leech Seed has sapped away at Solgaleo. Going for Smokescreen. Lunala's protected by the Mist, so its accuracy can't be dropped. That's very unfortunate for Regieleki. And now we see Clanging Scales from Lunala. Super effective on Regidrago. Going to do big damage to Regieleki. Oh, mate, it's over already. Both Regieleki and Regidrago are down. The first round has gone to Solgaleo and Lunala as we move on to hear from our sponsors. Now look, I understand. You enjoy this free content and you want to be the best viewer possible and you want to help support this channel, but you think, Liam, I don't really fancy giving any of my hard-earned money directly to you to help support the channel because I don't get anything out of that. And that's totally understandable. So I've got a perfect solution for you. And that solution is G Fuel. Because not only does using code ACE to get money off G Fuel support this channel, but you get something out of it. You get an energy formula with a variety of amazing flavors that's 0 sugar and barely any calories. And it's just bloody great stuff. And like I said, that helps support the channel so you can be the best kind of viewer, the kind of viewer that supports this channel so I can keep making this free content for you, but you get something for it. And isn't that just bloody amazing?
For those wondering, raging gummy fish today. Bloody lovely. But yeah, use code ACE, help me while helping yourself.
And here we go with round 2. Regieleki and Regidrago are trailing at 0-1 against Solgaleo and Lunala. Of course, Solgaleo and Lunala are one of the toughest teams I think we've seen, just based on their resistances and their immunities. I know I go on about it, but also Solgaleo's stats can't be lowered because of its ability. Just an incredible team. Here we see Muddy Water from Regieleki, hoping to lower the accuracy of Lunala, I suppose, because that's going to hit both the opponents, but only Lunala's accuracy can be dropped. Does break the Shadow Shield on Lunala, it's worth noting, so Lunala no longer is protected by that. Memento, though, from Solgaleo is going to remove Solgaleo from this round because it's going to knock itself out, but also drop the attack and special attack of Regidrago by 2 stages apiece, which could be detrimental to Regidrago and Regieleki going forward, but they do currently now have a 2-on-1 advantage before the end of turn 1. Here's Lunala with a Zen Headbutt, which is going to be same type attack bonus against Regidrago here, which does huge damage there. Wow, critical hit as well, taking more than half Regidrago's HP away. What's it going to do here with its reduced attack and special attack? It's going to do Night Slash. So remember, it's at -2 attack, though. Night Slash does have a good crit rate, though. Doesn't get the critical hit on that exchange, which is rather unfortunate. Big damage to Lunala, though. That was a 4 times effective hit. Lunala's only 2 weaknesses are 4 times weaknesses. It's worth remembering, Ghost and Dark. And now we see Regieleki, who's going to go for Flare Blitz onto Lunala, bringing out the big guns. Let's see how much damage this does. It does a great chunk of damage there to Lunala. Lunala, after that critical hit Flare Blitz, is on the ropes right now. It is suffering. Maybe Solgaleo was a little bit overconfident there. Maybe had a bit too much faith in Lunala. Lunala's going to go for Jaw Lock onto which of its opponents? Onto Regidrago there. Good hit, but not quite as much as Lunala probably would have preferred. So now Regidrago gets a chance to fire off a Zing Zap, Shades of Togedemaru there, onto Lunala for just a little bit of chip damage because, of course, Regidrago's attacking, its offensive prowess has been greatly reduced by that Memento earlier in the battle. If Lunala can knock off Regieleki, it's going to be an easy battle. But there's a Shadow Punch from Regieleki, which is 4 times effective on Lunala, and it's over! It's over! Round 2 goes to the Regis. So to everybody, including myself, that kind of counted out the Regis, they've proven they can do this. They've proven they actually have the prowess to take out Solgaleo and Lunala, albeit if Solgaleo takes itself out of contention, I guess, is what the naysayers will say. But now it's equals pequals. Now Regieleki and Regidrago just have to win one more round to continue this kind of whirlwind adventure through Metromania. We see a Smog onto Lunala there. It's not very effective and doesn't get the poison, but it does break the Shadow Shield of Lunala. As we see Lunala go for Acrobatics, not going to have as much power because it's still holding its Leper Berry, but does a decent chunk of damage there for a not very effective move on Regieleki there. And now Solgaleo gets to start things off. No Mementos this time. Fails its turn anyway, trying to use Spit Up, but it's not stockpiled, but we'll forgive that. Over to Regidrago, who goes for Shadow Sneak, which will be super effective on either of its opponents, but 4 times effective on Lunala for a big chunk of damage there. That's what these two need to do. They need to hit fast and they need to hit hard if they're going to take down these Pokemon. I would honestly focus on Solgaleo because I think Lunala is the weak link in that team. We see Payback from Regieleki, again, going to be super effective on one of these Pokemon. Super effective, 4 times effective on Lunala. Big damage. They are really honing in on Lunala going forward. We see Solgaleo going for Thunderfang, which won't be very effective on either of these Pokemon, and it lands on Regieleki for some not very effective damage there. Not a great deal, but now it's Lunala's time for revenge. What is it going to do here? It's going to go for Fiery Dance, which, if it's on Regidrago, won't be very effective, but if it's on Regieleki, it'll be detrimental. Didn't do much damage to Regidrago there. Regidrago does suffer just that little bit, but didn't take too much damage. Of course, up goes the special attack of Lunala there, and now Regidrago fires back with a Spark. You know, why not? Why not use an electric type move, even though you're a dragon type Pokemon? Although, shut your mouth, Liam, because Solgaleo is now paralyzed, which could be disaster for Solgaleo and Lunala. The big player on that team is now paralyzed. We see Horn Drill. Wow, okay, that was very, very scary. Horn Drill from Regieleki onto Lunala, but of course Lunala is a ghost type, so is immune to Horn Drill. We see Terrain Pulse from Lunala. No terrain in effect, though, but still big damage from Lunala onto Regieleki there. And now Regidrago looks to fire back with Bite, which will be super effective on one of these Pokemon. 4 times effective on Lunala, though. And Lunala is out. Lunala is gone from this competition. It's now all up to Solgaleo versus Regieleki and Regidrago. Can Solgaleo do this? It's going to go for Sparkling Aria, which won't be very effective on Regidrago, but will do neutral damage to Regieleki there. So it is going to hit both of them. Down goes Regieleki, though. Not quite strong enough to hold up to that barrage that it's taken during this battle. And now it's one-on-one. Solgaleo versus Regidrago. Whoever knocks out their opponent is going through to the semi-finals. That's what we're playing for right now. That's what this battle means. Regidrago is going for Giga Drain, which won't be very effective, but does allow it to restore just a little bit of HP there from Solgaleo. So it's going to absorb just that little bit there, go from 211 to 220 HP. Worth it for 9 HP? Hey, it was a free turn because Solgaleo was fully paralyzed. So Regidrago is very much in the driver's seat at the moment. What is it going to do here? Now it has an opportunity. It's now the fastest thing on the field, which is bizarre. It's going to go for Guard Swap, which I don't know how wise that is. That's changing defense stat changes, isn't it? Which haven't happened. So not a great play there, but it's okay because Solgaleo is fully paralyzed. So Regidrago is free to make as many mistakes as it wants to because it's always going to have a do-over every time Solgaleo is fully paralyzed. We see X Scissor, which is going to be neutral because the Steel type resists, but the Psychic type is weak to X Scissor. That's why it becomes neutral, for those wondering. Little bit of damage there. Flame Charge, though, not very effective from Solgaleo, but will increase its speed by 1 stage. I wonder if that will make it fast enough to counteract the paralysis there. I guess we'll see on the next turn. Little bit of a pause there. Obviously, Nintendo Switch is having a bit of a communication breakdown there. We see Regidrago going for Trick or Treat, adding the Ghost type to Solgaleo. So Solgaleo is now Ghost, Psychic, and Steel. So someone in the comments work out all of the weaknesses and post them in the comments. Let me know what all of the weaknesses and resistances of a Ghost, Psychic, and Steel type would be. And let's see who gets it right. Here we see Regidrago, though, who is going to go for Sand Tomb, which will be super effective and will slowly wear away at Solgaleo turn after turn. Solgaleo is in a lot of trouble right now. Also, by the way, for those who didn't notice, the Flame Charge increased the speed but did not make Solgaleo faster in spite of the paralysis. We see Rock Blast from Solgaleo, not paralyzed this turn. Gonna get the 1 hit, gonna get the 2 hits. That's the guarantee. Only 2 hits from the Rock Blast there from Solgaleo, and there is the Sand Tomb damage taking effect, bringing Solgaleo down to less than half its max HP. Solgaleo is in big trouble right now. This could be the upset of the entire season. We thought we had that last week with Urshifu and Urshifu. A multi-attack, of course, a normal type move doesn't work now that you've added the Ghost type to Solgaleo, so big mistake there, but Solgaleo was fully paralyzed, couldn't capitalize, and is damaged more by the Sand Tomb, which is still taking effect. Like, we thought Urshifu and Urshifu beating Zacian and Zamazenta was the big upset, but this is looking like it could be an even bigger upset. Regidrago goes for Wonder Room, which I believe means that defense and special defense stats are switched. So, sure, go ahead. So, Solgaleo now has better special defense. Solgaleo goes for Dragon Darts, though, which is super effective, and it's going to be 2 hits. And just like that, I think that's going to be enough. Down goes Regidrago out of nowhere. Solgaleo pulls out the victory. So Solgaleo and Lunala have done it and are going through to the semi-finals. They're our first pair of semi-finalists in Season 10. That was absolutely incredible. Show us those brackets, Mr. Bracket Man. Wow. Regidrago and Regieleki, we say goodbye to. Solgaleo and Lunala move on. That was incredible.
And that'll do it for another episode of MetroMania. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Share this video with a friend. Head over to twitch.tv/AceTrainerLiam to hang out with me in my live streams. And of course, use code ACE for money off G Fuel. But until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training.